All right then. Hello, 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 hello. Hello to everyone. What's going on out there, honey, in this world we call COVID-19 shutdown, lockdown, or whatever we want to do this thing, huh? Right now, I am coming to you from, honey, the villa. Where else, child? Because we all on lockdown, right? But I want to address a few things, and I want to come on in. Hey, now, I see y'all coming. I want to have a few things to say with you and to you and carrying on regarding what's going on in the world, okay? So before everything gets started, let me say now, please go and follow me on all of my social platforms. I'm trying to get these numbers up, y'all, number one. Number two, go to my website, www.dishingtea.com, for more information about everything dishing tea, darling, dishing tea. Okay. Baby, you in the motherland? Come on now. Come on now. Bring me back some fabric. Shit. I need some real fabric, baby. I love you back. Thank you for all the hearts and the love. But let's get into this. The first thing I want to talk about, let's have some fun first, before we get into the heavy stuff. How many of you are into the new Tyler Perry show, Ruthless? Okay? Now listen, let's have some fun with this for a second, okay? Because I know everybody done sat down and then got all off into the word was, oh my God, child, he has did all this with frontal nudity and carrying on. Now y'all know what? This particular show, number one, because it's on BET Plus, he's smart because he's gonna make us pay for this one. Okay? You got to get the subscription to watch this one, okay? Now, for those of you who don't have it yet, if you don't have BET Plus or whatever, you can go subscribe to it, or go to your Amazon Prime. If you got Amazon Prime, you can watch it on Prime, but you still got to go through BET, sign up for the BET Plus. But on the Prime, you can sign up for it. You get a 7-day free trial subscription. And then if you like it or not, you can leave it alone, okay? So I've been watching, it's only 4 episodes to this damn season, I guess, okay? But nonetheless, it is what it is. But let me sit up here and say this. We've all been speculating, whether or not he's the queen or this, that, and other, blase, 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 blase. But one of the things that I do know for sure, well, let me not put it like that. One of the things that, I'm going to say it like this. As a director, as an actor, as an entertainer, one thing I do know for sure is that every project that you work on, there's an element of you that's reflected. I do know this for sure, that Tyler Perry stuff, there is a formula to his stuff, okay? Also, he always tell his business because, child, to me, he seems to have a type that he likes as far as leading me in and carrying on. In this particular do-I-diddy, baby, when I'm telling you they got full frontal nudity on here, male nudity and carrying on, he got a lot of gay references. In fact, it's not even references. It's just blatantly gay shit. Okay, where the cult leader who looking like a black Jesus, or what the picture say Jesus is supposed to look like, is sitting up here. He fucking the boys and things and this, that, and the other. And oh, baby, this is real cute. Now, it's Tyler Perry. Okay? So the acting in this is just that. It's acting. I totally, totally wish that he would hire more sincere actors and not singers who act or models who act and carrying on. Because right now, the content is cute, but I got a lot of people acting instead of being the characters, okay? That's why I'm a stickler for that. No, don't give me acting what you think this is. Give me the goddamn character. I want to invest it in this, okay? And there's some things that's going on, but those are some technical issues. But I'm telling y'all, if you're into it and things, get into the storyline because it is about, it's a spinoff from The Oval, which is his show, the show on BET, about the white president with the black wife and carrying on. So it's a spinoff from that about when if y'all watch the Oval, and I've only seen a couple of episodes, but when the head butler's son, he was married and got custody of the daughter, and on the Oval the mother came and she's kidnapped the daughter. Well, where Ruthless picks up at is after she got the daughter, and they got the daughter in the car, and they on their way to the camp site or whatever. Okay, where this whole little cult thing is going. I'm telling y'all, this is very, very new, and what has me excited about it is that we've never seen work like this come from Tyler. Okay, so it's very innovative for him, for his brand, for what it is that he wants to do and carrying on. And I think that if he stays writing like this, that the acting will improve, and that most of us who are from the LGBT community, I think we're going to gravitate to this because you're going to get to see a lot of skin. Okay, because dealing with cults and carrying on, it's a lot of shit going on with this as far as, how the cult leaders are, and carrying on, because these stories have to unfold. All right. So I'm telling y'all, this here is going to be kind of cute. And of course, well, let me see, get to episode 4, because a lot of the stuff that got everybody talking happened in this last episode, which is episode 4. And I'm sure y'all done already heard where the boy sat down and pulled the boy's pants down and smelled his dick and carried on. Yeah, okay. But there's more to it that happened, because it's after that, that's the tea. And I'm not going to tell y'all what happened afterwards. Y'all go watch that, okay? So that there was a little fun for everybody, all right? So now, having said all that, let's now get into some kind of serious stuff that I want to talk with y'all about. And I want to get you guys to thinking, okay? Let's start thinking, because many of us, all of us are tired of all this bullshit, with this COVID-19 coronavirus shit and carrying on. But in the midst of us being tired, let's talk, okay? Let's talk, because there are industries that are hit that we need to galvanize now, so that when we're able to go and fight, we can fight. Let's start off with parents. You are now your children's teachers. You are now dealing with having to entertain your child. You got to discipline your child in the manner that teachers do, because you are now having to teach them. You are now having to be on top of their lessons, and you get to see them in that school-like environment, even though they're home. Kids adapt. When they got to do homework, you get an idea of what it is, how they are in school. So now, you being the teacher, see, you get to see your little badass little boy or badass little child, little girl, little child, whatever. You get to see them cut the fuck up. The way you've been sitting up there fighting these teachers, say, oh no, my baby don't do that. My baby wouldn't do that. And now that they done canceled school for the rest of the school year, I know all of y'all are sitting up here losing y'all motherfucking minds. Rightfully so. And, it's unfair to all of the seniors, all the ones who are looking for their graduation, who work real hard to get up out of there, who are looking for their independence. The seniors in high school are looking for their independence to become young adults. I'm done with school. It's over. Junior high school kids are looking to step into their teenage years going into high school. Elementary school kids are looking forward to coming into their preteen years, and, their whole thing of going into junior high and middle school, and that whole idea of what puberty is and how it starts. See, all of those kinds of things, all of those who are in college, now y'all know, those of y'all who are in college, damn well, y'all just sit up there, got all these damn school loans and carrying on. They done told y'all you can't graduate? Excuse me? And I'm still in debt? Excuse me? Something about this does not compute. Okay? So, while we're sitting up here stewing in our anger and in all what that means, we must come up and devise a plan that's going to get us to activate for our educational system. Y'all know Miss Betty DeVos up there, who is the Secretary of Education. That bitch don't know shit from Shinola. And what we have to do is now galvanize every person who has to do this stuff at home. Y'all need to come together and go up here and make sure that we start fighting for these teachers for a few things. Number one, we definitely know that teachers need an increase in pay. Number two, we definitely know that the educational curriculum has to be changed. We definitely know that. Number three, we know that safeguards got to be in place so that the teachers can have all of the equipment, all of the tools, all of the supplies and materials that are needed so that they can run the classroom effectively. Number four, all of you who are parents, you know damn well that now you need to be a part of the PTA, the LSCO. Okay, the parent-teacher leadership conferences and carrying on. You well know that now it is up to you to have to be a part of all of this so that you can become proactive in your child's education. One of the things that I think could come out of this on the positive note from all of this that we're dealing with is that we have to take charge and go in here and fight for our children's education. Black folk, y'all keep wanting to talk about what's on this black agenda. Well, here we go. Let's get specific. Let's find out exactly what are our issues. Specifically to us as a people, as a community, as a collective. Now is that time for us to fight for our political power and our political voice. Because too many times I've heard, okay, they're not standing up for black folks. They're not doing this for black folks. They're not. Okay, well, what is our agenda? And oftentimes we can never pinpoint stuff specifically that's our agenda. You understand? So now, all of you who are taking care of your children's education at home, you got to play teacher, you got to play noon hour aide, you got to play lunch hour aide, you got to sit up there and play all of these different steps. Now is the time you see what the hell our people go through in them damn schools. You see what the security go through in the schools. Now, granted, they're already home, so you know you ain't got to sit down there and pat your kids down or whatever. But you know damn well that some of y'all got these little ignorant ass kids that like to carry guns and carry knives and this, that, and the other. Y'all know what they doing, and you know what terror they are when they leave your motherfucking house. So now is the time for us to galvanize, to fight for these schools. Fight for these teachers. Fight for the social workers who are still in the schools. Fight for the school counselors, because it's the school counselors that got to sit there and shape your child into pushing them into a direction they can go, or help to guide them. Because here's the thing, many of you parents don't have time for that. Well, now that you do, because of you furloughed like everybody else, now you see exactly what the hell it is that your child is and is not doing. You see their talents. You see their talent pool. You see why they were pulled in certain directions. See, all of us have to take account of that. And now is the time for you to sit down there and to make it happen. We got this thing called the computer. I've been seeing a lot of different little funnies and carrying on about, oh my God, I can't wait for these kids to go back to school. Oh my God, oh my God. Well, now let's take this and be a little bit more proactive with it. Let's get a little bit more serious with it so that we can come up with a plan. Y'all need to sit down here. Yes, I've seen you thanking the teachers and carrying on. Lovely, beautiful, marvelous, fabulous. But now, with that same attitude, let's put a plan of action together. Organize with the teachers so that y'all can, so each particular state, y'all go to y'all state representatives so that y'all can get a voice up there to Congress on the federal level and say, look, this is what needs to happen. We need to get to those teachers unions and be like, look, all them goddamn teachers, honey, that don't make a difference, that need to go ahead on and retire, get them the fuck on up out of here. Okay? Get them on up out of here. See, perhaps this is a blessing that the schools are not going to the end of the school year. Because now we got time to iron out them damn wrinkles. And many of y'all want to just use a regular press, honey. No, we got to get the great big industrial steamroller and press them goddamn wrinkles out. See, now is that time We've got to do better with our education for our kids now. Education is one of our greatest commodities between education and our health. Those are our greatest commodities. And right now we're being stupid because we sit up there letting other folks dictate to us what the education should be. Okay? Now for those of us who are going through. Wait a minute, I lost my train of thought because somebody just sent me a text, a direct message. But those of us who are going through and having to deal with the teachers and things, we need to make sure that we fight for them. Okay, fight for our education system. Those of you who are sitting up here and got to pay back loans or whatever, this is the time we need to fight to find out. Bitch, you done shut down my goddamn school, and you done shut down. I can't even graduate. So how in the hell am I still supposed to be responsible for all this motherfucking loan? There's got to be a forgiveness somewhere. Somewhere in this, we've got to do something. And here's another thing that we need to consider. We need to consider fighting for them removing the interest rate off these goddamn loans. Why is it that we're here in school, okay, you're telling us that we need this degree, we need that degree or whatever, okay? You sit up there saying that in order for you to go to school, you need this, okay? So now is the time for us. Why does it cost so much to go to fucking school? Why does it cost so much to go to fucking school? My degree cost me $75,000 and that was all on loans. So I got to pay that back. Now, I just graduated this last July. Okay? Well, I walked across the stage. Actually, I was done with school in March. Okay? So I'm done. At the rate they want me to pay this back, $75,000, they wanted me to pay it back at $600 a month. $600 a month means that it would take me 10 years to pay back that motherfucking loan. And that's if I'm making the payments on time and at that amount. Well, y'all know, hell, $600, shit, that's a rent payment. That is actually, it's the lights, it is the telephone and the cable. And okay, see, there's other shit with that. Okay, currently, my coin ain't coming like that. In order for me to take care of that and to take care of all of my other necessities and carrying on, I have to make triple what it is that I'm making. What jobs out there doing that? Successfully and on a regular basis. Okay, so now that I'm on this little thing and I got a payment plan or whatever, I'm down to I pay $50 a month. At $50 a motherfucking month, but that's going to take me 100 years to pay off this. 100 years to pay off $75,000. Now that doesn't stop the interest from going, because they're still going to accrue that interest. See, so this is the time for all of us to think and figure out how we can fight for the educational system, how we can sit down and get the best bang out of our buck. You understand? So that we can, I know, y'all ready for these teachers to get their jobs back. I know that. And many of you who don't know how to deal with your own damn kids, see, y'all should be the first ones on the motherfucking line, because you send that little bastard off for somebody else to deal with, and then when they come home talking about, oh, Miss So-and-so or Mr. So-and-so did something, then you want a neck roll. You don't put your hands on my child. You don't talk to my child like that. You call me. Well, bitch, I tried to call you, but your bitch ass didn't answer the goddamn phone. I sent you letters that told you to bring your ass up here for a parent-teacher conference, but you wouldn't come. So now you get to deal with that bullshit. See? So now, in all of this, all of us are now responsible for that. What are we going to do moving forward? Now, on that same note, let me talk to you. How many of y'all listeners are in the service industry? You work at restaurants. You're either a restaurant, a server. You're a server, a cook, a bartender. You know, whatever you do in the service industry, honey, this here is for you. Particularly if you are a server. Okay? Let me do it this way. If you are a tipped employee, let me broaden that. If you are an employee and everything about you rests on the tips that you make because you're supposed to claim your tips, this here is the time for us to galvanize and to fight for you too. They done wiped out and told all these businesses to shut the fuck down. Now here, a server is making anywhere between $2.13 to $2.80 an hour. Yeah, many of y'all don't know that. $2.13 to $2.80 an hour. Everybody is up under $3 an hour. Why? Because they are relying on you to report your tips. Right? That little bit of money, it really covers your taxes. Okay? Because you're living off of the tips. Now, what you gonna do on the other side of this thing? Well, we're able to get back to work and carrying on. Everybody who used to come and frequent the clubs and carrying on, or frequent the bars, or frequent the restaurants and all of that, it's going to take a minute for them to get back into the swing of things because the economy has been so, everything's been shut down. So I got to put some coin in my pocket and get myself back afloat before I'm able to enjoy the luxury of it again. See? And then, of course, if they start coming, they're not going to leave the kind of tips they were leaving before. Because it's going to take a minute for that to happen. So what needs to happen is we need to rally, or y'all need to, and sit up there so that they could increase that damn thing. Listen, many of y'all who are in the service industry or tipped employees, y'all have that general tip jar. Everybody got to put all their tips in the jar, and then the manager ends up divvying up the tips equally amongst everybody who worked that night, right? Now, this bitch who sat up here kept dropping the forks, dropping the spoons. She slacked up on this. She was horrible. He was horrible. Didn't follow up with the guests. Didn't follow up to make sure they had fresh coffee. Didn't refill the drinks. Didn't, just all of that. That bitch is going to get the same amount of money that you did because everything went into that pool. Is that fair? Hell fuck no. But here's where it is. If the jobs are able to sit down there and divvy up those tips like that and give everybody equally, how come they don't just take on that responsibility and then just report it? They got to report the taxes. See, if the bill already comes with a gratuity included in the bill already, then that means that it's up to the restaurant owners and the managers who keep all the books to report what's going on. They got to report your taxes anyway, so they can report how much money you made that night because it goes on their ledger of what they paid out. See? And that way you can sit down there and get a higher rate in your hourly rate. How come they can't take y'all up to minimum wage? Minimum wage is still $7.25 an hour. Minimum wage, the federal minimum wage is still $7.25 an hour. Now, yes, there are many states who have increased. You hear that a lot. Some states have to where they have what they call a living wage or workable wage, and many states have gone up to where they have, $15 an hour or whatever, as a minimum wage. But the federal minimum wage that everybody's supposed to have as a minimum is $7.25 an hour. In the service industry, the minimum wage is $2. Is $2.80, and that there is ridiculous because tips are not guaranteed. Tips are not guaranteed, and y'all know that. Y'all know you hate working in certain restaurants. You hate working in certain neighborhoods because there's just certain people who just want tips. And it just ain't black folks. I'm not even going there. It's just that there's certain groups of people that just will not tip. Okay? Or they get offended when you tell them what the percentage is to tip. Okay? And I want y'all to catch something because now, Remember what tipping used, where it was preferred tipping was 10% of the bill? They don't even take 10% off now. It's either 15, 18, or 20%. Okay? That's what tipping is now. 15, 18, or 20%. And most of us like to do 20%. Okay? Perhaps, no, not perhaps, provided that you give me 20% worth of service. So, just to give y'all a little do-I-diddy, if you done went out for the night, and you done spent $200 on dinner, which is usually, by right, I learned this working in the restaurant, working at a hotel, and the restaurant that we have, that a feasible dinner, an adult dinner for two, is going to cost you about $100 for the night. Okay, that's what it's supposed to. Okay, that's what it's supposed to, because $50 a plate is what's considered to be standard for an adult dinner. Okay, so that's how come when you go to, like, you get the gold diggers who sit down there. If you take somebody who really trying to get into your pockets, if you take them to an Applebee's or a Long John's, not a long, not I'm in what's the steakhouse? What's the steakhouse with the L? Is it, oh, God damn it. Oh, shit. Because I was finna say Long John Silver. That's not what I'm trying to say. What's the steakhouse? Anyway, if you take them to an Applebee's or an Outback, it's not Outback that I'm talking about, but okay, we'll use Outback for now. You know, some place like that, you know, where plates are usually under $20, you know, you can always tell a gold digger because they'll sit down there that really those particular restaurants they don't care for, or they consider those to be lunch places. You know, they always want to go to some place like down here. We have over here by I'm here in Atlanta, so we have like Spondivits. Spondivits, honey, everybody love going to Miss Spondivits because that's a seafood restaurant, right? And they get up in there, but number one, it is a tourist attraction. I've never been in there because I'm allergic to seafood, but I used to send folks over there, and I ride by it all the time. And they always have lines waiting outside and carrying on. But everybody knows motherfucking Spondivits. So, because they're popular, because they are the tourist attraction, those prices are going to say just that. From the cocktails, because I think the average cocktail is probably $12 to $15. Okay, so you talking about you trying to impress somebody. Okay, or trying to act like you big baller. So you done bought 2-3 cocktails a piece. Okay, now that's $15. Now I just said $15. Okay, so that's $45 a piece just on liquor. That's $90 already. Okay, we ain't talking about what you done had to eat, and then you want to sit there and get your lobster or your crab legs and carry on. Now y'all know lobster is always market price. Okay, lobster is always at market price, honey. So hell, that dinner plate will, at the minimum, will cost about $32 just for a lobster, just for the lobster. We ain't talking about the sides because usually lobster comes a la carte. All right, So there is that. So you talking about now that's just for one plate. I just said one plate. Ain't no telling what you done got. Okay. So already we talking about what with drinks and two. Okay, we already there at $200. Now you paid it. Your tip at 20% is $20. No, I'm sorry, $40 because 10% of 200 is 20. Your tip is $40. The tip. How many of y'all left $40 on the $200 ticket? How many of you left a $40 tip on a $200 ticket? Having said that, it just proves my point, because now this server is dependent upon that. Now here's the ticket. Let's go here. Let's go here. What happens if you get pissed off at the service? or pissed off at the meal and figures though because they didn't bring it to you right. Okay, maybe you wanted a crab boil, honey, and they end up doing something else with the lobster. The lobster was a little tough, or whatever it was, and you decide that you don't want to pay for that meal. You thinking you done created a scene, and they say, "Oh, we will comp you your meal." Huh? So they'll comp you this meal, this $200 meal, this ticket. They done comped it. That means the cook don't get paid, the bartender don't get paid. You know damn well the server ain't getting paid. Now, imagine that all motherfucking night long because the customer is always right? This food, and then you got those who come in and want to stunt. You got those who come in and stunt that and late at night or whatever, they got to go to the bathroom and you done sit up there. Okay, you go to the bathroom first. I'm going to sit here and wait. I'm going to go slide out, and this, that, and the other, blah, blah, yak. Then you done ran out on the ticket, see. What we gonna do, children? Huh? What we gonna do? See, the service industry, everybody, we need to galvanize and come with a plan of action while we're resting. See, now is the time we could rest. Mercury done went direct a little while ago. So now we can sit down here and put this into a plan of action into place to where when it's time to go back to work, when it's time to go, and we could be around each other again, take your ass down there to your state representatives and go down there and say, you know what, this is what we need. We need y'all asses to come through and make this happen for us because this industry cannot go through this anymore. Now they're talking about doing the bailout, so y'all know we're gonna pay that money back, right? Y'all know we're gonna end up having to pay that money back. How? Taxes are gonna be increased. Now, if you don't believe that, if you don't believe that these damn taxes are about to get increased somewhere down the line, honey, then you's a fucking fool. And the truth ain't in your child. Because y'all know this money gonna be paid back. Y'all know that. You know that. And I'm gonna tell you why it's gonna get paid back. Who gonna get hit the most? Or well, not so much as hit. Why we gonna pay it back the most? Is because they are going to give those who are on Social Security and SSI and disability and all that, they're going to give them money too. Okay. So they're the ones because they say everybody gonna get this coin. Okay, so if everybody getting coin, and particularly look at those who've never had to work. They've been on disability, not because of, not by choice, it's by circumstance. Those who have been health issues and carrying on that prevent them from working. Those who have never worked. And this is not a slam to them because I have people in my family and carrying on. My mother used to work and carried on, and then she became ill to where she couldn't work. The doctors won't let her work. You know what I'm saying? And carrying on. And other members of my family who are the same way. And I'm sure all of us have people like that. But they're saying they're going to give these people money as well. Okay. Is that a good thing? Okay, yes, I understand. Now treat everybody the same. But what's going to happen is because of this, they're going to increase taxes so that this money can get back into the kitty. They're not going to print no new money. And they can. But they ain't gonna print no new money. They got the print up there. They can sit down there and print all kinds of coin, honey, to give to us that we could circulate here. But then that won't give us any barter because then it won't have the dollar amount that it is when we needed to barter and negotiate with other nations and carry on. So no. And then they still try to do this thing with the Federal Reserve. Child, y'all know we ain't got that gold like that no more. They don't even talk about the gold no more. Remember how we used to the gold was there because we were taught in school years ago that the gold was there because that's how much money they were able to print, was how much the gold was at Fort Knox? Wait a minute. Okay. To what's Otis Max? Otis Max. Excuse my, pardon my indulgence. Hold on, honey. Yes, that's a little libation, honey. I'm having vodka and Moscato. Yes, I am. No, actually, this is White Zinfandel this time. It's an Arbor Mist exotic fruits White Zinfandel with a red berry vodka. Yeah. Ha! But anyway, um, so y'all know they're gonna raise these damn taxes. So we just got to be ready for that. But I'm coming to you so that we can get proactive and that we can start to think, baby, we got too much time on our hands. I really need to be cleaning up this goddamn warehouse of an apartment of mine. I will show y'all, and I was going to get on here and show y'all what the hell it is, child. But I'm not ready to embarrass myself like that, because when y'all see it, baby, I'm telling y'all, it is really, 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 really utterly that way. I need some help, actually. But nonetheless, we need to think. We need to get together so that we can be of the fight for one another. This is the time for everyone, everybody. This is the time where we can come together and fight for your fellow brother, your fellow sister, and carry it on. Because, listen. How about this? How about this? Let me do it to y'all so y'all can understand why this needs to be. Those of y'all who like to go to adult spots, all of the titty dancers and the dick dancers and carrying on. I love a good dancer. Well, y'all know. Okay, I love a good boy dancer. The girl dancers, if you can make me want to give you some money and you a girl dancing, you's a bad bitch. Okay? If you make me sit down there and say, girl, you better. If you make me do that, and I could go in my pocket and give you a coin or two, girl, yeah, you's a bad bitch, okay? Because I will love to give you what you deserve, is particularly what the industry is. I'm just not going to throw no money up there just because you simply dancing or whatever, because no, your job is to sell the idea of sex. That's what your job is. But bitch, if you can work me, and as gay as I am, you can work me, bitch, that's lovely. Okay? Make me want to give you a couple of dollars, child. I'll be like, oh, okay, bitch, ha. But let's look at that industry, because they are tipped employees as well. Now, most of that money goes unreported. But where they end up paying for it is in their licensing, because they got to get a Cabaret D license to dance. And I remember when Detroit did this. It used to be $25 back in the day to get a Cabaret D license, okay? And I had one. No, I wasn't a dancer. Don't. No, I was not a dancer, but getting up and doing drag shows and carrying on, honey, we wanted to make sure that I went in to have myself covered in case the bar got raided or whatever, because there was a lot of times that a lot of clubs and stuff were doing shit illegally, because if you wasn't licensed as a Cabaret D licensed entertainment industry, if somebody wanted to be shady and get you in trouble, they would go call the cops. The cops would come in and raid it. And if you didn't have a Cabaret D license, you would go to jail. So I went to go get one. It was $25 at that time. Bitch, when I tell you the next year I went to go redo it, it went up to $250. That was back in 1994. Because I started doing drag in 93. Samantha Stevens Divinity was born. For those of you who don't know that, she has a page up. And I said, okay, it was an extension of my acting career because I couldn't find work as an actor. I had got blacklisted slightly or whatever for doing some shit, following the lead of, I'm going to call him a fool. It's just that the strategy he was trying to use just didn't work, and it backfired beautifully. Okay, and I couldn't find work or whatever. So I decided to go and start doing drag so that I could be on stage because I just live for the stage. And at that point, like I said, that's what that was. So going back to go try to renew this license, it was really, 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 really ridiculous because it had went up 100 times. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And so now everywhere that has a Cabaret D license, it is what it is. Okay, wait a minute, hold on, y'all. Let me shout y'all out. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, I ain't waving at nobody. Okay. Oh shit, they got all this stuff up in here. Oh, I'm so sorry. This thing didn't move. Now I got to. Okay. I was wondering what was wrong. Hold on, baby. Let me go and say hi to everybody. I am so sorry. I was wondering how come this thing didn't move, but it didn't move. Okay, I got MC Roy Jones. You my baby, honey. Yeah, you my baby. When I see you again, we need to talk, okay? Corey is up in here. Hello. Be safe. Got to be safe, baby. Diamante is up in here. Give us a word or two, okay? I'm hoping I am, baby. Daryl is up in here. Hey, love you. Love you right back, baby. Give me the tea, says Roy. I got you, baby. Charles is up in here. Diamante say, saw the shout-out Flame gave you. Oh, you saw that? My sister Flame Monroe. Ha! Can't no bitch do what I do. I love that she says that. I love that she says that, honey. And I stick to that because I hold on to that very beautifully. Okay. Christina Divinity. Christina Divinity, honey. You're being summoned, bitch, to the council. Okay, DeMarcus is up in here. Rodney Rah Henry is watching. Hey, Mike is up in here. Keith, hey, baby. You up in here. Roy, you say what? You totally agree 100%. Hey, baby, thanks. Okay. Okay, Keith say, hey, daddy. Roy said, tell it, baby. Don is up in here. Hey, what's going on, Don? Okay, Charles is up in here. He says, hi, Demetrius. Okay, hey, baby. No, you. Demetrius is without the you. Okay. Corey said, tell it like it is, honey. I'm hoping I am, baby. Diamante said, I'm gonna have to check that. Check it out. Please do. Kendrick is up in here. Rusty! Hey, baby, what's going on with you? I need to talk with you. Ronell is watching. Hey, love, how are you? What TV program were you talking about? I just got on. I was talking about Tyler Perry's Ruthless. Ruthless is his new show, and it's on BET Plus. Okay, BET Plus. Omar said, "Pizza, hey baby." Edward is on. JoJo is on. Hey baby, darling. Hello there, darling. Okay. Leah is on. That's right. These parents need to be parents. Say that. Say it again. Need to be parents. Yes. Eric Carter is watching. Hello. Preach, baby, yes, says JoJo. It's time for us to take ownership, everything, especially everything, including old school home remedies, teachings, etc. Hey, Nails is up in here. What's going on, darling? What's going on? Lisa said again, preach, brother, we got to be more proactive with what we want the kids to learn. Exactly. Okay. Jackson came up in here. Lady, you say health and education is wealth. I 100% agree. Thank you, baby. Gregory is up in here. Justin is up in here. Eleanor, hey, ha! AKA Power. Hello there, Madam Chair. Edward is watching. Edwin, hey, you better school the children. I'm hoping I am. Okay. Edward, you say, well, please explain to me why all these celebrities and famous people are getting the test and telling folks to stay home while most people can offer to stay home. You know what? Hold on. Let's go here. Let's go here because, see, here is what I am upset about with all this testing with the COVID-19. I'm upset because I'm trying to figure out why is it that we're waiting for them to create this rapid test. Here's my theory on this, and y'all follow me. If you were able to show me the 3D image of what the molecule of the virus looks like, with all the spores and this, that, and the other, that means that you were able to get into that blood system and look at that, right? Why is it that a regular blood test cannot work to find out if you are positive for this fucking virus? Now, perhaps it may take a long time to do, because perhaps maybe they have to test the blood and do cultures and and doing culture samples may take a couple of days. Maybe that's what it is, but they need to explain that to us, because I figure a regular blood test could work if you already know what the fucking the molecule looks like. You know what I'm saying? And now, because it is a virus, and this is why I know this, because this happened to me a couple of years ago, where I had cellulitis in my leg, but it was a different strand of some kind of virus that had came up, but it didn't show up for 5 days. Now, they had released me from the hospital, but when they released me, it was the day after. I thought I was finna get ready to go to work. And then they called me back to tell me that the damn culture finally had taken action. And it was an active culture. And so I had to go back to the hospital and stay another 4 days. And I had already been there for 5. Okay. But it was 3. And then I had to go back and stay another 4. Because now the culture had reacted. They knew exactly what kind of bacteria it was. And then they were able to fight it that way. So perhaps this is why a regular blood test won't work, because it may take too long for the culture to activate. But you still ain't said that to me. I need to know how come you can't just do a regular blood test and go through here and screen it. You understand? So this is what pisses me off with that, because they're not telling us everything. Okay, El Ternell is up in here. Zakia's up in here. Hey, Zakia. Hey, friend. Marsha is up in here. Layla, Longhorn Steakhouse. See, thank you. Thank you. Zakia said Longhorn. Thank you. Chops. Okay? Thank you so much. Okay? Edwin, you say what? Dallas BBQ. Okay? That's a good place. Savannah was up in here. Hey, baby, what's up with you? Okay, Lisa said, never left a $40 tip in my life. Don't get paid enough as a security guard to do that. Now wait a minute. Let me talk to you, baby. Now let me be real with you, because I work security as well. And I do hotel security. And yes, I do understand. We don't, and see, here's another thing why we need to galvanize while we on some time, because there are industries that need to be unionized. That's why I was going with the dancers. When I talk about the dancers, because they are a tipped medium, okay? They are a tipped medium. And there has to be some kind of way where we can have some kind of union so that something can be on point. So that something can be, there's a set of rules, and then there's a minimum so that we could demand a minimum pay. You know what I'm saying? Security is one that needs a fucking union. How many of us, listen, when I used to work contract houses and these different little security companies, I would come to a company, be having 4, 5, 6 years experience, 2, 3 years supervisory experience or whatever, and you still want to start me off at your base pay. Bitch, no, I'm coming to you with experience. And you want to tell me, oh, well, it depends on what the site pays. Hell no. I'm coming to you with this kind of experience because you say I need to have this experience. How come I can't get paid matching my experience? See, then you want to say, oh, well, you have to graduate to an account that pays that kind of money. No, bitch. Swap me out. You can swap me out and put me over there. Okay? But they don't do that. And so, no, I completely understand. I completely understand. Okay? Savannah, what's it? Always tip 18 or 20%. Okay. Vic is watching. Sharif is watching. Would say, wow, people still doing that? Yeah, you know they still doing it, child, getting up, running out of the restaurants and shit, and going to the bathroom. Yes, of course they are. Okay, Jay Fisher is in. Jack, hey, cuz. Jackie is up in here. Lakeisha's up in here. Jojo, you said, I could kiss you right now. You better work. Thank you, baby. I love you. Edna is up in here watching. Leo, you say, what? I heard about that with the gold. I'm young. I graduated high school in 2003. Oh, precious pumpkin. My daddy told me about that when the gold used to back the Federal Reserve until the 1930s. Yes, back in the day, yeah, we used to have the gold bars. Fort Knox used to be that. That's when you hear the jokes. Okay, it's this shit is tighter than Fort Knox because the security to get in Fort Knox was absolutely ridiculous. Okay, and it's kind of like what you see in the movies of how to get to the pyramids and the mummies and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. You know, everything was a fail-safe, honey. Yeah. In order to get there, you really had to do something. And so we used to have the gold that was there. The money that was printed used to always be the amount of the value of gold, okay, that was supposed to take care of the country. Okay. And so now it all that's changed and carried on. So it's just ridiculous. Further Colby is up in here. Hello there, Further. Lewis is up in here watching Miko. Yep, that's right. Hey, darling. What's going on, darling? He said, yep, that's right. Morris is watching. JoJo said, please drag, do makeup me, darling. Okay, JoJo said, hey, Uncle Mo. Okay. Oh, okay. I love that y'all are communicating with each other. That's cute. Zaria Chanel is up in here. Hello there, darling. Miko done came back. Travis said, hello, Demetrius. Hello there, darling. It was all about me. She's so stupid. Andrew is watching. Leah, you say what? I wondered about how they actually analyzed the test. You brought up a good point. Okay. McKees is watching. Hey, little sis. That's my baby sister, y'all, McKees. Okay, lady said, that's right. Not many security companies have union. Up here in D.C. for the company I work for, but there is a union, but the managers hardly won't listen to them when we have legitimate complaints. You know what? And this is why you need a better union rep, because see, then again too, if that union is powerful, then it should be able to do what it is they need for y'all to do. Okay, it should be able to do what it needs for y'all to do. And because of that, this is why we need to have more. See, that's a local, and then we need to have other locals together so that it comes. You know, the UAW, honey, that's the car plant. The UAW, honey, is national. I don't care where you go, honey. If you work for anybody's car company place, and you say you part of the union, honey, that there is that. And so what we need to have is some kind of form to where we're not taking advantage of, because a lot of these contract houses and stuff, number one, they hire you, they don't pay insurance. So they want you to put your life at risk for something that they don't even give you health insurance and carry it on. Now they would take out an insurance policy on your ass, but you don't know that they do that because that's to protect the company, but they don't protect you. You understand? Okay, McKee said, I love you. I love you too, baby sis. Okay, JoJo says, always, forever, love you, my friend. Thank you. I love you right back. Brandon Ryder is up in here. Edward, you say, well, before I went to work, I read the EU just proposed global currency. The grand hustle is in effect. You better understand that, child. Now, hold on. Somebody's knocking at the villa door. I need to see who this is. Who is this? Okay. Hold on, y'all. Somebody's at my door. Hey, come on up in. Oh, shit. Really? I didn't even know she dropped this off. Okay, come on in. I'm on live. Have a seat over here. Okay. So yeah, I'm telling y'all, honey, listen, y'all need to understand something. They've been trying to get rid of currency for a long piece of time. When we started doing debit cards and credit cards and all that kind of stuff, credit cards was the one thing, because, you know, in this world, they want y'all to have credit, okay? They want you to sit down here, because that's what the Federal Reserve is. The Federal Reserve is basically credit, okay? They just sit up here and created a kind of currency that really don't exist, and everything is borrowed against that. The money ain't really there. You understand? So now they want you to sit down here, and in order for you to be somebody in this country, you have to have some form of debt. Have you ever noticed? Look at y'all who only pay cash. Okay, let's look at this COVID-19 shit, because now they want to make sure everybody gets on the grid some kind of way. Because everything now they don't want. We on a lockdown, so you can only do limited shit. Okay, if you need everything else, then you got to go online for shopping. So that's got to be delivery. So now everything is pinpointed. Everything is this. Okay. They've been trying to do away with cash for a long piece of time. Now we got this fucking Bitcoin, which I still don't understand. I still understand Bitcoin outside of the fact that it is digital money. Okay. So you got the Bitcoin. Then they were trying to understand that they're trying to do this Euro currency. Okay, to where the money is the same regardless of what country that you're in. It has the same value. So they've been trying to work on this for a little piece of a minute. You understand? Because right now, the American dollar was supposedly still the one that's worth the most in all these other countries. And I guess because we're supposed to be the greatest superpower, so our dollar is supposed to be worth the most. But because of how we've been fucking up, the dollar ain't what it used to be. It ain't worth what it once was. Okay? So now they're trying to sit down here and even out the playing field with this Euro currency shit. And they trying to work on now to do this and do that with it. But child, listen, honey, y'all, the conscious children always say, you better wake up. Well, honey, I'm telling y'all better get some intelligence in you. And not just wake up, but you need to understand what's going on and then prepare. We got to start working to see that we do not get out of the loop and then don't get set up for the okie doke. You understand? So that there is that. Okay. McKee said what? Tell them to let me out. Okay. Miko, you say, well, tell the truth and shame the devil, brother. Okay, you make sure you tell the folk about the following movies: The Matrix trilogy, V for Vendetta, and there are others that I'll post soon. Okay, now you know what? You want to go there? I said this on many of occasions. That oftentimes the movies tell us what is to come, but most of the time we don't pay attention because of we think it's just a movie. Okay, what you say, Miko? The conscious film producers have been telling us about these years ago. Okay, ha. Okay, Jojo, you say, well, yes, the movies were fierce, but with a true meaning of the whole civilization. Exactly. Let me tell y'all something, and I want y'all to hear me. Anytime that any of us do a movie, and I'm saying that because as a director and carrying on and all that, anytime we do a movie and we ready for it to go to the public. Now, I'm not talking about independent films, because independent films get up under and they go around certain shit. Because see, I could do it. I don't have to distribute it. I just want it to be seen. But anytime we want distributorship on something, that movie got to be rated. And it has to go through the FCC rating system. Okay? FCC is the government. And if the government approves it, then it gets the rating. Now, based on what the information is that you're trying to sell and share and this, that, and the other, that's what it is. What the rating is going to be. Whether it's going to be a G for general, they think it's just kid shit. PG, meaning, okay, no, this is older kid shit. Okay? PG-13, which means that, oh, okay, wait a minute, honey, you know, these are teenagers. Then you got rated R, restricted. Then you got NC-17. See, NC-17 is a rate you don't hear a lot. But NC-17 is that rating, honey, where they really want to rate it X, but it don't have that kind of nudity. They ain't in there, you know, fucking like that in order for it to get an X rating. Okay, to say that this is completely adult. And then, of course, you know, triple X is where they just downright just gut bucket tawdry and debaucherous. Okay? So their particular rating system, they give you that because it lets you know how bad they think it is, number one, who can ascertain the information. And if they approve it to be seen, darling, they have okayed that the information is all right for the general public to consume. If it doesn't get a rating and it's going for distribution, either they make you recut it to change the story, or you ain't going to tell that one. Now, we got many movies out here, child. Y'all know I swear by Enemy of the State. That there is my theatrical Bible as far as dealing with government entities and carrying on. I told y'all. Y'all want to talk about this damn coronavirus and carrying on? I told y'all to go look at Demolition Man. Go rewatch Demolition Man with Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone. Y'all need to go rewatch Outbreak. And y'all done already heard about going to watch Contagion. Okay? Those are the movies that you need to rewatch. Okay? Demolition Man came out in 1995. And here we are now in an era where they sit up there telling you that we ain't supposed to touch each other. And enemy of the state, they couldn't even high five. They would go up and rub their hands in the air. They wasn't touching. And carrying on. I'm not enemy of the state. In Demolition Man, that's what I'm saying. In Demolition Man, they sat there and told you that the exchange of bodily fluids was a crime. And that was the downfall of humanity. That was in 1995 that they said that. Now here we are in 2020, and they trying to tell us about social distancing and shit. We didn't even do that. You know, when all that came out, the movie Outbreak came out, I think that was 93. That was during the AIDS epidemic. Because remember when they tried to tell us that AIDS came from the monkey in Africa, the green monkey in Africa, and all that calamity? Well, Outbreak was about the monkey they captured. Had some kind of rabbit thing, and he scratched the doctor, and the doctor got infected, and then it became this whole big thing. Yeah, that was the loosely based story of what they tried to tell us about the HIV thing coming from the green monkey, and somebody fucked the green monkey. Whatever. Okay, we knew. Okay. No. So, the stuff that's in these movies, y'all need to pay attention. Pay attention. I remember when I was a kid, how they used to always say, the $6 Million Man, oh no, that's just TV. And now, bionics is everywhere. We got folks now, what the fuck you think a pacemaker is? Huh? A pacemaker is a motherfucker defibrillator that they put in your heart, bitch, to jumpstart your goddamn heart. Huh? Come on now. We got artificial limbs everywhere. These folks can walk and carry on. They got the hands that move and all that shit. That's bionics. Now, they have not gotten to the point where you got this superhuman strength and all of that, at least not on this particular level. Now, I really believe that somewhere along the world they do have that because it's top secret scientific. Mm-hmm. But that's just a theory. That's a conspiracy theory on that. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. What you say? Wow, I forgot about Demolition Man. Honey, you know what? I have put the scene up on my Facebook wall. If you go on YouTube, type in Demolition Man and type in love making scene. Because in that scene with Sandra Bullock and Sylvester Stallone, and they did the virtual reality sex, and she said, oh, you want to have sex? And she would have got those virtual reality glasses and shit. And she explains that whole thing of what it means about bodily fluids and carrying on. And if they were to sit down there for procreation, they had to go to the authorities because they had to make that happen. It was against the law. They had to be lawfully done, and then they would take and they would extract the fluid from the people, spin it out to purify it, and then artificially inseminate it into the carrier, the woman, basically. So now you talk about purifying the semen and shit, which is what they've been trying to do when they do these damn test tube babies. Well, we call them test tube babies then. Now it's called in vitro fertilization.
Designer babies.
Okay, right. I like that. Designer babies. Okay, because now, do you know that they were sitting up there saying that through the genes of the molecules and stuff, the molecule gene pool, that they were able to pick out how to design your baby. If you want the baby to have blue eyes, they could fuck with the genes so that the baby come out that way. They could fuck with the genes and stuff to make sure that they came out to be athletic and all that kind of bullshit. I'm asthmatic, so they could go up in there and manipulate that gene to where the baby don't have those kind of health problems. They've been working on that. Now, I learned that, 20 years ago? See, so this ain't nothing new.
Matter of fact, they do it with pigs now. That's why pigs are actually healthier.
Oh, they do it with pigs now.
Yeah,
okay.
They call them designer pigs.
Oh.
They do it with pigs and they do it with cows, but they mostly do it with pigs.
Uh-huh.
Because remember, pigs back in the day, they would give you all kind of high cholesterol.
Right. Yeah.
Through designer genetics, the new pig is now leaner and cleaner.
Y'all heard that? The new pig is leaner and cleaner, honey. Okay.
You can look it up on.
And I think I do remember hearing something about that.
It's on either YouTube but it's definitely on Nova because they talked about they were talking about that.
Oh, he said, oh, let's not forget Minority Report. Don't you fuck with me with Minority Report. See, you gonna make me pull that out.
And look up Point Blank.
Okay.
Point Blank with Samuel L. Jackson.
What's that?
I think it's Point Break.
Point Blank. Point Blank or Point Break with Samuel L. Jackson. My baby sister said, watch Black Lightning. Now, baby sister, let me tell you something, because see, that there is current about that green shit that came on there about making the metahumans that came on. Y'all better pay attention. Pay attention, children. Pay attention. Kevin that came up in here. JoJo, you say what? Especially Blaze Runner, The Stand, Independence Day. See, okay, Miko said, yeah, Black Lightning has a lot of confirmation about how low down government can be. See there? Tweet that came up in here, Tweetbird. Miko, as Linda Carter's Wonder Woman said in the episode, yesterday's science fiction is today's science fact. Oh, did you just work me for that quote? Did you just work me for that quote? Ha! You better give me that. She said that to the doctor, honey, when they were sitting there on the writing board. She was sitting there going with that equation. Yes, sir. Okay. JoJo, you say what? The show on CW's, the 100, is also part of the civilization of the rebels of the younger population. Really, I never caught that. Because I never seen that show. McKee's, what you say, they're trying to control us, baby. They've been trying to do that for years, baby. They've been trying to do that for years. But you're right. Edward, you say, well, the government has been under unethical things since its inception. Business and politics have been in bed together for ages. It's the truth, the true battle of the have and the have-nots. Hashtag not Tyler Perry. Okay. Hey, my namesake that came up in here. Hello there, Mr. Demetrius Taylor. How are you, darling? Okay. Leela, you say what? These folks ain't trying to hear about the aliens, and yet my dad's been telling me about this for years. Baby, listen, I'm 50, and we've been talking about aliens and carrying on since I was in school, and how what was it? You had to be a classified 9 or classified 13 or whatever. In the military in order to understand that kind of information and stuff like that. They were talking about that during the Vietnam War. This whole thing with chemical warfare and carrying on has been going on it's been going on for a long time, baby. A long ass time. Okay, remember the movie Gattaca with Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke? Ooh, you went there. I'm gonna have to pull that one back out, okay? Jojo, you said, well, true, darling, but it's time for all of us to fight back with knowledgeably technological reverse on them. Okay, Brian is watching. Hey, babies, y'all that came up in here and y'all talking to me, baby. But listen, I just want to drop that on y'all real quick because I have guests here, and I'm gonna get back into this. But I wanted to sit down and make sure that I planted a seed. Okay, leader, who was this talking? Responding. Okay, this is Miko responding to the leader. You say what? You know what? With all this cloning and cell manipulation, they could be trying to create their own aliens too. Okay, bitch. You know what? Don't. Okay now. Okay, because we already had the design and carrying on what they wanted supposed to look like and carrying on. Okay. Okay. Brian, you said just joining in. What I missed? Brian, you missed us talking about Ruthless, the Tyler Perry thing. And I'm asking folks also to come together during this downtime, babies. What we have to do is get together so that the parents and all that, y'all who got kids at home teaching y'all kids, y'all need to make sure that y'all rally for these teachers so that teachers could get paid better, so that teachers could get the education materials that they need, because you can't deal with your damn child. You don't know how to teach these little bastards. You see how they are when it comes to schoolwork. You see what this is. You see the difficulties that teachers go through. And so now that we on downtime, we got these damn computers. We could sit down here and galvanize and organize so that when we could get back to being around each other, y'all could take this to your senators. Y'all could take this to everywhere to say, listen, no, this educational system is fucked and we need to do something about it. The teachers need to get paid. The teachers need to be paid like actors and athletes, actually. How about that? Okay, that's the one thing. And then for those of you who are in the service industry, okay, y'all need to rally so that $2.80 an hour minimum wage the service industries get, y'all, no, fuck that. Y'all need to rally so y'all can get paid because tips are not guaranteed. And they can sit down there and they can make it happen to where if the tip and the gratuity is included, because they tell you that all the time, in parties of this or more, the gratuity is included in the thing. And most of us forget that because what do? You pay your bill that already has the gratuity. And then you end up giving the person another damn tip. So you done paid them twice. But most of y'all know that y'all in those places where it's a pool jar. All the tips go into one jar. And so the managers have to sit down there and they divide it up equally amongst everybody. Hell no.
I hate that.
Hell no. Hell to the no. Come on, Whitney. Hell to the no. Because the one who's slacking always get paid the same like everybody else. And this bitch didn't do her damn work or his work. No. So if they're going to do that, then it should be on them to report the income because they already divided up the money. And they got to make the books anyway to say what they gave out. So put that all on the damn thing and let y'all make y'all damn money because tips are not guaranteed. Okay? Hold on. What we got? Jojo say, tell your guests hi for us. Hey, hello there, my darlings, all of my darling guests. That's for you, Jojo. Miko Evans, you might be on to something. Who said that? Leah said that. Jojo, y'all remember 1984 V? Of course we do, darling. Miss Diana, sitting up there and the aliens that came down, honey, they eating rats and shit and carrying on. And it was like the pod people, 2.0. Okay. Goldie Gold, hello there, Dr. Golden, darling. How are you, Vicky? What you say? Say it again. Yes. Okay. Raise it right now. You damn right they need to raise it right now. Okay. Jojo, you say, well, also everyone on the pyramid with the third eye on any dollar bill has a lot more information about everything that we know. Hello. 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 Of course they do, darling. That's why it's classified. See, I'm going to tell you something. Like I know, and I have no problem with this because as long as it's organized, and it's done right, and they do right by the people. Organized crime is organized for a reason. Because it's a system. It's a system that works as long as it stay organized. But what has happened is that they let too many folk up in the damn game, and the shit has been fucked, and it's missed. So there was a point.
Crime is now it's fashion with bootleg crimes.
Oh, I like that. Organized crime is now fashion. It's fashionable with bootleg crimes. Okay, and I like that. Okay, and so what has happened? Too many folks got their hand and their mouth on the game. Information has been leaked and shit that got sloppy. So now organized crime ain't even what it used to be. Because you just sit down there, we're not supposed to know about the government dealing with... remember the Iran-Contras and shit? That was us selling them damn weapons to them children. We did all that. We did it. Okay? And that's the part that y'all... For those of y'all who don't want to believe it, y'all don't want to do that. And then years later come down the line, oh, the America did this, and oh, we did that, and oh, we were in bed with this. Child, come on. Why do we know that? Because it got sloppy. It got sloppy, and somebody just started fucking, they fucked up the church money. Okay? So now we're in a world that we only have ourselves to thank for because we put those people in power, and then we got in their business. See, and as long as, and see, the flaw was organized crime, honey. See, then we can sit there and talk about the slavery issue. Why did they let that go on and blah, 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 blah. And I got my own personal thoughts on that. But at the same time, they didn't fuck with Black Wall Street. Organized crime, when Black Wall Street and stuff was up and running, they didn't fuck with it. Hell, they were doing business with them.
Black Wall Street took care of white folks.
How about that? Okay. So, the commerce that we had, the what we did for the economy took care of poor white folks and everything else. See? And this, that, and the other. So that there, when we were allowed to thrive, we were able to thrive. And organized crime, honey, allowed for that to be because it was part of the plan.
Hey,
and
tell them about Biddy Mason.
Biddy Mason? Oh, that's a whole nother thing, Chad. Okay.
They said it was a crime what she was doing, but she took care of California.
How about that? Okay. Love you, Goldie. You said love you. You always tell it like it is. Raise the minimum wage, please. They the only ones working. You know what? Let me tell you something about minimum wage. And I said this earlier. Minimum wage, the federal minimum wage is still $7.25 an hour. Many of y'all don't believe that, but the federal minimum wage is $7.25 an hour. And I said earlier, many states have taken it upon themselves and have raised their own minimum wage statewide. But the federal minimum wage is $7.25 an hour. And they have all the experts, all the financial wizards and stuff have already said that at $7.25 an hour, no one can make a living. No one. Especially in this economy, no one can. Not without having two jobs. As a matter of fact, I forget who it was. I wish I remember because the financial expert said that a decent living wage is $15 an hour. Because you factor in what rent is now and carrying on, the way how rent is going, and which is ridiculous, and that's another thing that we need to think of, y'all, and is getting to the Department of HUD and finding out what's going on with all of that, because it doesn't make sense that rent is over shit. My apartment, I have a 700 square foot apartment. And when I went online to look at the new people coming in, they want $912 to start for a 700 square foot apartment here. Okay? That's crazy. And it doesn't have a washer dryer hookup. How about that? Okay? Ridiculous. For those of y'all who are paying over that, y'all at these $1,000, $1,100, $1,500, $2,000 for rent. That's fucking crazy. And that's an apartment. And we ain't talking about what the house costs. That's a fucking apartment. Hello? That's crazy. These are the things that we need to sit down and to consider and to looking at and caring on children. Okay? While we're on this downtime, yes, it's fucked up that we here. We don't like it. We don't like being shut in and carried on. We don't like being told that you can't go when you want to move. Okay? We don't, for those of y'all who like to go out on your hookups and carrying on, we can't go hook up like we want to and shit like that. And I know one of y'all. Okay? Okay, well, we ain't supposed to. Okay.
I'm jumping butt naked over a fish to get
you so goddamn stupid. Okay. But these are the things that we need to sit down and come up with a plan so that when we go to approach it, we in an election year right now, children. This is an election year. Okay? On the federal level and on some form of local level, this is an election year. Y'all want to talk about political power and what we need to do? I said it at the top of this. We need to know exactly what the hell our issues are. This is how we get these agendas together. Black folks, you got mad at the LGBT community because y'all say Obama didn't do nothing for blacks. Well, damn it, you didn't present nothing. You did not present nothing but want the brother hookup. Oh, I'm conscious. I'm woke. Ooh, fuck all that. What is it that we're going to say that what it is that bothers us right now? Those of you who are black business owners, I have yet to see on this television screen here, and I'm talking right now, I have yet to see a small black business be highlighted because they got hit with this economy, and yet you still open, and yet you're struggling to this, and okay, my product is this, and this is what we're going to do to get us over. Or I got a soap product line. They said up on the news last night, this woman down here in Athens, she has a soap line. She make her own handcrafted soaps. Beautiful. Okay? She do it out of her fucking garage. But because now we on this thing of cleanliness, which we should have been on the lawn, we on this thing of cleanliness and things, this woman said that her small business has doubled because folks are now ordering soaps and carrying on. Where are my black businesses at that do that? Huh? And that includes me because hell, I got it's not a skincare line. I do my own fragrance oils or whatever, but I have a lotion and a shower gel to go with the scents. And I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. But for those of y'all who organized, I have yet to see the news highlight y'all. And so now this is what I'm saying. We need an agenda. Where are we for our black businesses and carrying on for our commerce? Okay, I have yet to see us sit up there. Where y'all at? Y'all always want to talk about this goddamn stimulus money. Where are my black businesses who believe in Trump? Where you at? Why are you not on this motherfucking front line saying, okay, black businesses, this is what we need to do to get this money, and this is how, where y'all at with the business plans or whatever?
Yeah, they can talk about it.
Huh? Where you at? Yes, I'm getting pissed because I'm sitting there thinking about that shit now. Y'all want to sit down and go through all this bullshit about what Obama didn't do. And I'm bringing Obama's name up because, damn it, they just had another update today. And this fucker sit up there and said, well, when Obama did the stimulus, it took them months and months and months to get the checks. But we going to do it right away. This ain't got shit to do with Obama. And carrying on. And I'm sick of them sitting up there making this a goddamn campaign speech for this motherfucker. Okay, let me go back to the comments because that just pissed me off real quickly. Leah, you say what? I am loving the knowledge you're dropping, Big Meat. I got to tune into your lives more often. I forgot which video you had up on YouTube that got me to follow, but I'm glad I did. Oh, bless you, baby. I really appreciate you for that. Okay. Derek, good evening, Big Meats. Good evening to you. Keep saying Big Mitch, baby. Meach, M-E-A-C-H. Peach with an M, baby. Okay. Okay, yes it is, he says. Jeffrey is watching. Yes, sir. That's why I'm moving. Where you moving to, baby? My cousin, your mom. Hey, baby, I see you up in here. Okay. Jojo, you say, well, this country we are all in is still, wait a minute. The country we are all in still one of the richest countries in the world is because of our creator of all things, Lord Jesus Christ. The saddest part on our countries trying to go bankrupt is the rich and the government getting greedy, but God still blessed us with increases and abundance and blockage to the government. All right, then. Well, what you better give us? You better come on and testify, then, child. Okay, your mom. We need more homeowners. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Home ownership. Let me drop this real quick. I'm trying to get off here because I got company. Home ownership is paramount here, and I hate that I didn't really get it till now. You know what I'm saying? I thought about it, and yes, and you know, I get a little bit upset with myself because I did right but didn't do right when I was able to have the big income tax refunds or whatever. Because I should be at least a landowner right now. Because see what we did and what fucked us up as a people, and I'm talking to us as black folks now, is that when we got our little jobs, our government jobs, and you know the big jobs and things, you didn't want to fuck with the land that your great grandmama and your grandmama them had.
And you didn't want to help.
See,
and you didn't want to help those left behind.
You didn't want to do anything with the land. You didn't want to help out your cousins and them. Okay, they were trying to keep the land. You done made all this money, but instead of building your own, or instead of having the family house or the family legacy, what did you do? You got rid of it. You sold the land. Sold the fucking land. And that's what we as a people lost our leverage. Land that's power. Real estate, they tell you that. They try to get everybody to go into real estate, and all y'all want to do is flip the goddamn houses. But it's the land. It ain't the goddamn house. It's the land. Because the land gives you leverage. You can sit down there and you can do anything. Look at all the development and carrying on that's going on in your neighborhoods and carrying on. This is why rent are going up, because you keep hearing the term market value, because folks will sell the land. You got all these old dilapidated houses and shit and all that land. When folks will sit up there, you can't find the owner. They'll rest on that shit because they know somebody gonna come through with the right price. If you want it bad enough, you're going to give me what the fuck it is that I want. And I'm not leaving until I do. But what happens is that folks, when they tired of it, when they don't want to deal with it no more, they don't want to pay the taxes on it, all they hear is a cute figure that makes sense to them for the now. Sell it and be done with it. And they have no history, no legacy, no nothing. And us as a people, that's what we've sold ourselves into, and sold our souls to the devil. And now that's what you could have had and built on, but you now trying to buy, and you buying it 3 or 4 times more than what the hell you had. And for a smallest amount, you sit up there, you done sold 5 acres, but you trying to buy half of one. You done sold 5 acres of land for $250,000 an acre, and bitch, you want to sit down here and pay $2.5 million for three-quarters of an acre because this house is so beautiful and it's off a goddamn hillside for something to come through and knock that goddamn house off its foundation? Girl, bad. Let me see these last few comments. I'm going to let y'all go. Okay. Hey, Meeks, don't beat yourself up about missed opportunity in home ownership because our generation wasn't taught the truth about credit, stocks, bond, land ownership, and etc. You know what? You're right, baby. What it is that as I'm coming into my knowledge of it and carrying on, it's like, damn, when I had the money, but then I look at myself and I'm like, you know what? It just wasn't my time. That's all. Because at that particular time, my mind frame wasn't right. So, I mean, hell, this is why I don't have the coin that I wish I had, because I'm so benevolent to where I would have given it all away. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to help this person out. And yes, I know they were all using me and carrying on, but my nature is, to want to be of assistance, to be a fixer, if you will. And that there, I'm learning how to come out of that, because it's like, fuck it. I can't fix everything, which is why in my first book, I said, I am not your God. And I have to continue to read that, because I am not your God. You can't run to me for every motherfucking thing and think I'm supposed to just fix everything. And I've got to stop making myself available to do it. How about that part? Okay. Leo, you say what? My dad bought the house I grew up in with his GI Bill, so I would not make the mistake of giving it to anyone else when he leaves it to me and my brother. You bet not. You bet not. Listen, let me tell you something about these. I'm trying to get off of here. Let me tell you something about these veterans, particularly our black veterans, okay? Especially when it comes down to that GI Bill and carrying on, because many times they went into the military as a means of taking care of their families, okay? I'm going to exclude the ones that were drafted. I'm going to talk about them in a minute, because, see, when you were told to do it and made to do it, that's a whole nother thing, okay? I'm going to get on that in a minute. But for those who went because they saw this as a means to an end, I'm in here because I need to take care of my family. I know me doing this, I could send money home to the family. That GI Bill, baby, was everything. They fought for that. They toiled for that. They had to deal with all that they had to deal with. They had to become killing machines. They were taught to be soldiers. Killing machines.
They wanted to attack by their own soldiers.
Okay. Yeah, because I can't stand the term friendly fire.
Right.
I can't stand that term, because ain't nothing friendly about no motherfucking fire. But because it happened here, it was within the base or within here, you want to tell me, oh, it was friendly fire? No, bitch, ain't nothing friendly about that. Y'all killed my baby. Okay? So, that there is part of that legacy. They worked for that. And anything that come out of your education, the house and carrying on, hell yeah, don't you ever give that up. As long as you can help it, don't do that. Don't do that, baby. Yeah, you're right. Don't you dare do that. Okay. Miko, you say that's why I say many of our elders have failed us. You right, baby. David done came up in here. Hey, baby. Okay, now listen. I'm trying to get up off of here. We done dropped a few jewels on you. I want y'all to take and share this. Share this right now. All of you who agree with me or feel as though this is a good talking point to get some shit started or whatever, share this with everybody who you want to share it with. I'm going to upload this on YouTube in just a few moments to carry on. So if you missed it live or whatever, can't get back to it, it will be up on YouTube real soon. And all of those things. But let's do this now. We got some time. Like I said, Mercury done went direct again, honey. So you ain't gonna have the fuck ups that we did if Mercury was in retrograde. Right now, let's get some plan of action going so that when we come up out of this damn thing and we can be free, come up out of our cocoon, we can go fly like a butterfly, honey. And tell these bitches, I want my daddy's records. Ha! Okay? I want my daddy's records. Okay? So yes, let's do this, children. Let's do it. So on that note, wait a minute, what we got? I got a couple more. Hold on. Jojo, you say what? Honestly, the elders paved the way for generations continually to grow the foundations of our bloodline, but it's our generation and the younger generation that fails to continually continually with the land of the living. We are too greedy and upgraded. That's why the white people buying the land instead. I can't fuck with that one. Because you're right. Yeah. Leo, you say, well, okay, Big Meech. In fact, I'll share this with my dad. I missed the first half, but glad I caught you when I did. Honey, take the whole thing. Yeah, share this with your daddy. Okay? Share it, because I'm sure he'll find something out of this that he can expound on and give you some tools and things and give you some other jewels so that you and your brother can grow from, okay? Joe, you say, great seeing you again, darling. Love you, darling. See you later. Okay, my darlings. I love that, for real. All right? So, honey, if you love me, tell a friend. If you hate me, baby, tell an enemy. But do know this, one way, shape, style, form, or fashion, everything that I am doing, honey, will what? Move forward. Again, go to my website. I'm going to put it down here. www.dishingtea.com. Okay, for all things dishing tea. All right. .com. Wait a minute. Hold on. All right. And then also, I'm going to put this one down here too. www.blackgdp.live. Okay. Y'all can catch my new show. Dishing Tea TV. We have a visual version of the radio show. Dishing Tea TV on, if you have Roku or a smart TV or your Amazon Fire Stick, you can find Black GDP TV. If not, the link down here to where you go and catch it on the link there. Okay. So having said all that, my babies, honey, y'all have a great night. Stay safe. Wash your ass. Don't just wash your hands. Wash your motherfucking ass.
And do it properly.
Okay. Tell your guest with the sexy voice good night and nice meeting him too. They say you got a sexy voice. Okay. Okay. All right. So yeah, go wash your ass. Make sure you go back to basics. Y'all know how we do.
And
get your
2 rags.
Oh, he said use 2 rags.
And
child.
girls and boys get separate soap.
Oh, now that was cute. Yeah, because that was true. Yeah. Girls and boys did have separate soap because boys didn't use the perfuming ones. Okay, that was back in the day. But y'all make sure, y'all go ahead on. Like I said, you wash your ass, honey. Don't just wash your hands. And y'all get a nail brush. Your hands ain't clean if your nails are still dirty. Hello? Your hands ain't clean if your nails are still dirty. The children. You understand? Your hands ain't clean if your nails are still dirty. You understand? So get a nail brush. Get up under there. Hell, I got to cut mine. Okay, you know we can't go to the manicures no more right now. So do your own nail. Cut them things, honey. Get them down. Yeah. Okay. So make sure you do all that. And we're going to move forward from there. So again, I love y'all with everything that I have that's humanly possible to love you with, honey, on this side of creation. And until we meet again, darling, Subscribe to all of my platforms. Share this with everybody. And we'll talk soon, okay? I love you much. Woo-hoo-hoo!